Sims, and we are back with more Norn9, and we're with Koharu Spacey in Masamune's route, and we just got out of the dream sequence, so it's weird because this one just kind of jumped right into this. They usually have the waking up like, oh, that was just a dream, and now we're just here. It's a little jarring when I was looking at the end of the last part, and I was like, wait, wait, what? Anyway. Forgot I have to do Spacey's voice, and this is not good. Anyway.
Oh, which kind of tea do you want, Mr. Masamune?
It's gonna take me a while to get into it, sorry. I'm fine with whichever one you want.
Okay. Let's have this kind today. Oh, wait, just a moment.
Oh, wait just a moment. Wow. Can't read.
I'll go boil the water right away.
Sure. I can't do her voice right now.
Both of us returned from Snow White's dream world safe and sound the next morning. Life immediately returned to normal between the two of us, and we were still partners. In the end, everything turned out just like Mr. Senri said it would. I guess it must have been really obvious.
When did Senri say anything like that? Is it a typo? I don't know. Oh, okay, maybe.
Me not wanting to stop being Mr. Masamune's partner. Oh, there are cookies too.
Oh, cookies.
Mr. Masamune, are you not fond of sweet things? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that at all, but I still thoughtlessly tried to give you some as a present before.
But you saw him eating them. No, I don't hate sweets. I'm actually quite fond of them, in fact. Unfortunately, there's a problem.
A problem?
Cookies make him drunk? I was joking! I was literally joking! What the fuck? What kind of weird... Everyone else has these amazing superpowers, like fucking like telepathy and like setting fires, and he's like, I get drunk on cookies. That sucks. That is the worst. Okay. There are some really shitty mutant powers, but I think that one's actually funny. That's a step up of Meg's nails growing really fucking long. Did anyone see that episode of Family Guy? It's like one of the one-off ones where they had like, they took ideas people write in. Everyone was like superheroes and they all had superpowers, but Meg could just grow her nails really long and like scratch people. The fucking lamest thing. This is just like one step above that, because this one's at least amusing. Like, anyway. When I eat sweet things, I get drunk. For some unknown reason, my body treats sugar the way it does alcohol. I think I actually get drunk off sugar more easily. I'm fine with things that are only slightly sweetened. When it comes to things full of sugar like candy and sweets.
Then you did what you did that night on the roof because you were drunk?
Right. Wait, no! I'm not trying to say it was just about a drunken licentiousness. That isn't what it was at all. That cookie was just enough to... loosen my inhibitions. When I saw you, I didn't have the wit left to hold back my desire to touch you. Kinda, like... Were we like, why is he acting weird? And he's like, I wasn't drunk. And you're like, really? Okay. You kind of acted like you were. He kind of was on cookies. I went to the roof to eat my cookies. Like, oh my god. Well, okay. So maybe it's pretty much drunken licentiousness. But I meant it in a different way than most drunken... Hand him a cookie! I think the right answer was do nothing. My guy just closed on me. Hold on. Yeah, do nothing. Hand him a cookie! That is something I would do. 100%. She would not do that, but I'd hand him a cookie and I'd be like, no, that's fucking hilarious. And I'd be laughing. I would just hand it to him and just snicker. Funnier if it's a snickerdoodle. It's punny. Shut up.
I guess you can't have any of these cookies then, even though you like sweet things. That's too bad.
She's like, takes the plate away, like, no. Right. I have to be especially careful about them when I'm around you.
Why?
Why? Because I might do something like what I did before, that's why.
Oh, right. We're in the kitchen instead of up on the roof this time, too.
Exactly. There's no telling when someone else could come strolling in here.
still have your duties, too.
Right. Aww. Anyway, it's time I went and delivered today's report to the world.
Okay. I guess I'll go back to my room then. I think I stay with Makoto tonight, and then tomorrow I'll move over with Nanami. I wonder, did both of them have a dream last night like we did? I think I'll ask Nanami when I... Oops! Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Makoto. Are you alright?
It sounds like she ran into you, but okay, maybe not.
Makoto? I took Makoto by the hand and led her back to our room. I tried to get her to lie down in bed and rest, but she sat on the sofa and refused to budge. She sat there staring at her hands in her lap like she was trying to fight off something that was paining her. What happened, Makoto? I've never seen her like this before. I think Mr. Sakuya might be better qualified to handle this than I am. Should I go call Mr. Sakuya?
Sakuya will not come. He hates me now.
What? No, he doesn't. Mr. Sakuya would never hate you, Makoto.
He does. What does it matter anyway? This is what I wanted.
No, I don't think this is actually what you wanted at all, Makoto. Makoto, do you have a crush on Mr. Sakuya?
Of course not. That is absurd.
It's only the two of us here, you know. If you feel like you want to say something, say it.
I cannot fall in love with Sakuya. I do not want him to love me either.
Why not?
When our journey ends, we will all be scattered across the globe. Why fall deeply in love with someone you know you will have to leave?
Makoto, Mr. Masamune told me to keep this a secret, but with her feeling so terrible, I just can't.
Girl, high five, I'd do the same thing.
Makoto, it'll be okay. Once we reach our destination, we'll still be able to be with each other.
How can you claim to know that?
I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to tell you any of the details. But I promise, everything will be just fine. I believe that, so you can believe it too. It's okay for you to fall in love with Mr. Sakuya.
Please keep this to yourself.
Makoto was hunched over on the sofa, quivering. I laid my hand on her back and gently rubbed it. Her back was totally unlike Mr. Masamune's back.
I mean, I'd hope so.
Slim and smooth where his was broad and strong. It seemed that no matter how much older and more responsible than the rest of us she was, Makoto was still a young girl.
Sakuya. Aw. Oh, she's thinking about him dying.
Question. Oh, hello, Miss Hyoko. What kind of tea do you think would be good to help calm the nerves? Rumination! I can't think of a good one off the top of my head either. Which types of teas does Makoto like best? Oh, hello, Mr. Sakuya.
Makoto prefers the mildly sweet ones. A black tea with a touch of milk and sugar might be the best, I think.
Oh, okay. Thank you for telling me. I'll boil some water and warm some milk.
How is she doing?
She's having trouble sleeping, I think. She sat down on the sofa and hasn't moved. Oh, but I think if you were to talk to her a little, she might cheer up.
I highly doubt that. A cruel, wretched human being like myself isn't worthy of speaking to her. Is this the part where you half sexually assaulted her? I'm just.
You weren't wretched, Mr. Sakuya.
I mean, that was a little wretched. He got a little too handsy, but we'll forgive him. I'll forgive him. He didn't put us in a cage, so you know.
You're a very nice gentleman.
Koharu Spacey digging the knife in.
You're so nice. She's like, I know what you fucking did. I'm gonna make your life hell.
She'd be the perfect one to be like the psycho stabby evil one because
Everyone thinks she's so sweet and she has a cute little voice. And meanwhile, she's going around killing everyone.
I want that. No, Spacey. I'm not a very nice person at all.
For whatever reason, Mr. Sakuya never did like it when people tried to compliment him, even though it was obvious how commendable he was. Everyone who talked to him on the ship knew him as a kind and considerate person. It was almost as if he was... Mr. Sakuya, it almost sounds like you're blaming yourself for something.
I mean, I continually wish for the one I care about to love me, and despite knowing it causes her nothing but pain. How can you call that kindness?
Is it really cruel to want the person you like to like you back? I'm not sure what's happened between you two, so it might not be my place to talk, but I can tell that you're thinking of her with every word that you say.
Really? I guess I might simply be being too frank with myself about what I feel. I scare myself thinking I'm pulling her into the sordid mess of my obsession and desire. She's supposed to be more important to me than anything, but...
Makoto is feeling terrible and crying right now because of Mr. Sakuya. I'm sure she must be feeling the same things he is. But I couldn't say anything about that because Makoto made me promise to keep it a secret. Both of them obviously have some very big issues. It isn't my place to stick my nose in and say anything.
That's a first. Not for her, I just mean in general.
But I know just how terrible it feels to blame yourself for loving someone. I think that no matter who it is, everyone's most important person is always themselves. The only thing that can overcome that instinct is love. I can feel all the love in every word that you say, Mr. Sakuya. Hearing it makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
Do you really think I'm allowed to feel this way?
Well, she is the most important thing in the whole world to you, right?
Yes. She's been very important to me for a very, very long time.
Saying that, Mr. Sakuya beamed a full, beautiful smile. There was no way that he was an evil man. Anyone would know just by looking at that smile that all of his feelings weren't ugly or sordid at all. If there's anything I can do to help, please let me know. I like both you and Makoto a whole lot. I want you both to be smiling and happy. So if there's anything I can do about it, I'll help.
Thank you, Spacey. I'm sorry to dump all this on you. I hadn't intended to speak to anyone about it at all. I guess I just need someone else to tell me that my feelings were okay. Needed. Spacey can't read. Were you going to take that to her?
Only when Mr. Sakuya pointed it out did I remember the tea. Oh, right! I guess I should reheat this.
Do you mind if I take it instead?
Please go right ahead.
Thank you.
Good evening, Nanami. Do you mind if I sleep here tonight? Sure, but weren't you supposed to be with Makoto tonight? I probably shouldn't say anything about what's going on between her and Mr. Sakuya.
Did something happen between you two?
No, not me. Nothing happened at all.
Not you. So, somebody else?
Actually, I decided that I wanted to talk to you about geology tonight. Like right now. That's all.
Will it take long?
Yeah, all night even.
Shh. Nanami's like, tell me the real fucking reason. What's the real reason? I'm just switching. Makoto needs some time to herself. So I'm switching with you.
Good morning, Nanami. It's time to wake up.
I feel for Nanami right now. Like Perky Patsy over here, Jesus.
You have to hurry and get up or you'll miss breakfast.
I'll go eat later.
Are you okay? I know we stayed up a little late last night talking.
She's like, we just went to sleep an hour ago.
I'll ask to have some breakfast set aside for you so you can eat it when you're ready.
At least Perky Patsy's, considerate like that. Spacey.
Oh, good morning, Makoto.
I must apologize for chasing you from the room last night.
No, that's okay. I didn't mind. Were you and Mr. Sakuya able to have a nice chat?
Yes. Thank you for listening to me when I had to get that off my chest.
You're welcome. I'm just glad that I was able to be helpful to you. Not that there was much I could do to stop her from crying myself. They really must be special to each other.
there is something I would like to tell you. I have not told this to anyone else. You see, I'm sorry, everyone, but we have an announcement, so please gather around.
What could this be about? We haven't even had breakfast yet.
Girl. How many people were just like, I feel her right then. Like, we haven't even eaten yet. I need coffee, motherfucker.
Is it okay if we continue this later?
Yes, that is fine.
I wonder what the announcement is. Are we almost at our destination, maybe? If so, that'd make me really happy. I hope this trip will be over soon so we can all settle down and have fun together. Rebellion? Mr. Masamune began a matter-of-fact explanation. A disturbance had broken out. A certain group of people were trying to revolt. They'd taken up arms to overthrow their rulers, and a huge army was marching on their capital.
Of course, not all of us will be asked to fight. Given our individual powers, some of us will help out behind battle lines. What do you mean, given our powers? Of all of us, we only know what Kakeru, Kuga, and Heishi can do. I know. I'm hardly one to talk, in fact, and no one will be forced to reveal their powers. We're each to do whatever it is we can to be of assistance. Those are the world's orders. The world has given us orders. We have no choice but to obey. The time frame is undetermined. We'll stay and help until the situation settles down and then resume our journey. And this is the part where Spacey gets kidnapped by fucking Kakeru's dad and lights everybody on fire. In the Senri path, anyway. What about Sarada? Surely you do not intend to take a small child with us out into the battlefields. He's like, I am mentally older than all you fuckers! No, of course not. He'll stay on the ship. In fact, I'll see to it that we all come back here to sleep and eat as much as possible. We'll arrive at the disputed zone shortly. Everyone be careful. That was not good at all. The student careful, everyone be careful. Wow. There was no... Everyone be careful. That would have been better. Sometimes. Wow.
How terrible!
My voice just cracked there. Spacey, let's have you go help out the first aid and relief workers.
Okay.
Nervous? I'm sorry. I wish we didn't have to put you through this.
No, you don't have to apologize, Mr. Masamune. I'm not the only fucking delicate flower here.
Apologize to Senri. He's the most delicate flower. She is the most innocent, though. She's like, all of them, if you think about it, because they were like, what? War? What? Guns? What? Oh. It's a simpler time. It will be a simpler time in the future when we reset everyone consistently. You're like, hey, so I forgot 90%. You know what? You ever have those things where people are like, you remember that time? And you're like, no, I don't remember any of that. That was the reset. They kept some of their memories and you forgot shit. Either that or that's proof of the Mandela effect. We're all from different timelines. It just magically got put together. And people are like, remember that time we did this? And you're like, what? No, we didn't. Yeah, we totally went there. I don't fucking think so. And you remember none of it? You're like, oh, you're talking about the me from another timeline that I switched with. That's what it is. It's that or the reset. All I'm saying. Or aliens. I mean, just because they abduct you and probe you doesn't mean they don't steal your memories. You don't know. Do you have proof they don't? No, you don't. You don't know. I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows.
Where will you be going? You aren't going to go out and fight, are you?
No, thankfully my power is getting drunk off cookies, so I'm pretty fucking useless. Just kidding. That's some weird ass shit, though. Fucking hilarious. Kakeru has been assigned to the command center. I'll be stationed there with him. I won't be able to come see you too often. Will you be okay?
Yeah.
You aren't just putting on a brave face for me, are you? You really will be okay?
Yes, Mr. Masamune. I'll be just fine.
Okay, you're pretty much fucking now. I mean, except for that you haven't. Please stop. Drop the mister. I know. I know. But, like, it's definitely her. Like, everybody else would probably, Masamune-san, whatever. But, like, She's just accentuating the mister at this point. It's like, okay, drop it. You're like practically married. Let's not be so formal. Well, that's sad to hear. Do you not need me around to make you feel safer at all? Oh, dear God, you can't win with him. Are you going to be scared? No, I'll be fine. So you don't even need me? Oh, sweet Jesus. Is this what women put men through? Because that's what I feel like. Men are always bitching, like, I swear to God, you say this, and then nothing I ever say pleases her. This is literally that right here. This is what they're talking about. Really? Good Lord. We're supposed to say I'll be thinking about the future. No, I'm fine. Like, super. I got firepower, bitch. I light all these motherfuckers up. You just shut up and sit down, Cookie Man.
No, and that's not what I meant at all. It's just, I'll be busy thinking about what we're going to do after the rebellion is over. I mean, once it's settled, we'll go back on our journey, get to our destination, and then we'll be able to spend lots of time together, right? Just thinking about that is enough to make even this horrible time feel like it's flying by.
I mean, her being a little naive and derpy is kind of cute. Sometimes you're like, no, it's just gonna let you're like, oh, you're so simple. But I mean, it works sometimes. Sometimes you just need to be simple. Just saying. Very true. Thought of you will be enough to help me keep giving my best too. God, I can't read.
With that, Mr. Mossy,
Oh, I'm sorry.
With that, Mr. Masamune turned around and was quickly swallowed up by the waves of people bustling every which way. Now that I think about it, what kind of powers does Mr. Masamune have? I've never even thought to ask him about it before. Not that I would. I mean, I haven't tried to tell him about what my powers are either.
You're the new help of the world, son, right? Well, get over here and help then.
Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, motherfucker! Oh, coming!
Chill out, bitch!
Oh my gosh, what a nasty wound! What happened to him?
One of the rebels shot him with a gun.
What's a gun?
It's a really vicious weapon that can easily kill people, even from far away. Our army brought a bunch of them too, but the merchant is starting to get really stingy about selling them. What's his name again? Ire?
Somebody is actually selling these terrible killing weapons. I hope this fight comes to a peaceful end.
Yeah, he's selling them to both sides, because I mean... like... that's a douche move, but it's also a smart move. I sell them to both my enemies, and then my enemies fight each other, and now it's just me! Just saying. Enemy soldier spotted! Everyone run!
But this guy can't run. He's missing a leg.
What are you doing? Hurry up and run!
What about him? He's hurt and he can't move.
Ah! Makoto ex machina. Yeah.
Makoto!
What was that? Thanks! You saved our lives! Wow, whatever that was really did stop all the enemy's attacks! I never expected the Kuga family guardian herself to show up here. She's like, I will fucking take you out. Kuga? You mean the guardian who's protected that one country for years and years? She's here to help us? Oh, I don't know if that was... I thought that was Resident 1. I wasn't looking. Thank heavens! The world has sent the living goddess to save us! Really? Then we won't have to worry about any enemy attacks anymore. Jesus. Any. That's wonderful! Makoto, are you okay? Why don't you go back to the ship and take a break? Great! Keep it up, miss! I mean, we would be grateful if you could keep that barrier thing up for us, your ladyship. I may be able to protect you, but I can do nothing to defeat your enemies. Fighting them is your job. Of course, with your ladyship here now, we don't have to leave any soldiers in the town at all. We'll send them all to the front lines for one big counterattack right now. There is a goddamn fruit fly flying around this fucking house and it's driving me bonkers. Wait a minute. Makoto, you're exhausted. Don't you think this is enough? I am fine. I can keep going.
Makoto!
Let's hurry up and let's hurry up and end this farce so that we can go back to our journey.
Her hands are trembling.
All troops have reached their stations. Excellent. Then let's get this started. All troops attack! Ah! Just in case you didn't hear background noise. Phew. I am exhausted. What does that look for?
Makoto, are you sure you're okay?
I'm fine. This was nothing. You repelled the enemy attacks for an entire day. That had to require a lot of energy. There's no way that you're fine.
That's right. If things keep going on for days and days, you're going to collapse.
Oh, it's the chair. I said I'm fine. Sheesh. Your idea of fine doesn't really mean fine! Goodness, spare me. You both sound much too much like Sakuya right now. If you're going to insist that I rest, will you at least get me some snacks? I'm really craving something sweet right now.
Okay, come on, Nanami, let's go!
Okay.
It was night as we walked to the dining hall. We passed Mr. Masamune and Yuiga's room on the way there, but we didn't see any lights from their room. I heard both of them were very busy. I guess they may not have had the time to come back to the ship every night. No, I can't think about him. Right now I have to think about how best to cheer Makoto up. Are there any sweets already made? We haven't gone grocery shopping at all that much recently.
At all lately.
I hope there's something really yummy that will help Makoto feel better and give her strength. What is it, Nanami?
Spacey, what do you think of Makoto's powers?
I think they're really amazing. I mean, she was able to protect all those people at once.
Yeah, her barriers are something that helps people. It makes me jealous.
Nanami whispered that quietly, faintly. Jealous. Jealousy was something that I wasn't really all that familiar with. I thought that Makoto's barrier power was great, but I didn't really feel jealous of her at all. She used her powers for good things, and I looked up to her for that. I didn't have any feelings about her power. I do think it's much neater and better than my power, but... I don't see any sweets. Drat.
Should we go buy some in town?
It's really late now. It's probably too dangerous for us to go out. Besides, we don't even know if they sell sweets there.
Oh, right. I heard Kagami say once that Otomaru keeps a secret stash of candy in his room.
Really?
Yeah. The fact that his secret stash isn't actually secret makes it sound all the more like something Otomaru would do. I'll be right back.
While she's doing that, I'll brew up a pot of tea.
What are you doing?
Oh, good evening, Mr. Akito. I was just making some tea.
Only person not phased when he busts and he's like, "What the fuck you think you're doing?" And she's like, "I'm just making tea." And he's like, "Why does my anger not work on you?" They scream and you're fine.
I know, you're adorable. Poke, poke.
I love him. You girls really like your tea.
Makoto worked really, really hard today to help everyone. I wanted to do something for her to say thank you.
Oh yeah, all those barriers, right? She better be careful. Keep showing that crap off and they'll use her just like she's a tool. They'll use her like she's just a tool. Can't read.
A tool?
You sit and wait. I'll make some cocoa for you to take to her.
Oh, you will?
Thank you! Look at his precious face! He's like, I'll make some hot chocolate. Because I'm adorable.
He's a little marshmallow.
I just want to dip you in the hot chocolate and just bite you. Arr!
Mr. Akito, what do you think of Makoto's powers?
Huh? What's this all about?
Nanami and I were talking about them a minute ago.
I don't think anybody needs any powers. As soon as somebody's got them, and whether they want them or not, They gotta use them. Even if they try real hard not to use them at all, everybody else will keep hounding them until they get forced into using them.
But Makoto looks like she goes out of her way to use her powers to help people. She doesn't do it because someone else orders her to. She wants to use them.
You honestly think that?
What?
If you ask me, Kuga ain't choosing a damn thing she does. Sure, she probably thinks she's doing it all of her own will. But in truth, she's just getting peer pressured into it every single damn time. Truth. Akito the Truth Bomb. Kuga, you mean the Guardian who's protected that one country for years and years? She's here to help us? Really? Then we won't have to worry about any enemy attacks anymore. That's wonderful. I read those in the wrong voices, but like I fucking whatever.
That's right. Each time, everyone else looks to Makoto.
Worrying about me is utterly pointless. It is. Yes, I have used my powers to protect countless people already. Protecting a ship or two of this size is a trivial matter for me. What did Shiranui say about Kuga's power?
Nanami said that she's, jealous of it.
Jealous? Really?
Yeah. I think I agree with Mr. Akito. Whenever I see Makoto using her barriers, it always looks like she's pushing herself so hard to keep going for everyone else. It looked especially bad earlier when she was protecting the town. Looking at it that way, I don't think I can be jealous of her power at all.
You keep your powers hidden, you hear? I don't know what they are, but as soon as people find out, they'll always find ways to use you. They'll find ways to use you.
Mr. Akito filled 3 cups to the brim with warm milk. Then he added a generous dollop of honey to each one.
Honey makes it taste better. Here, take 'em. It's honey and milk. You didn't put any chocolate in them! You said you were gonna make me hot cocoa! I'll take whatever you give me. Hot honey milk is fine. Hot honey milk is fabulous!
Makoto, I brought you some cocoa.
Oh, thank you. Where is Nanami?
She went to look for some sweets for us.
At this hour, eating something like that right before bed will just make us fat. That's bullshit.
Oh, I'm sure just a little won't be all that bad. Besides, today was a rough day. Should I say anything to her? Maybe tell her to take it easy or take breaks?
You know, I do not actually mind being on the battlefield as much as I thought I would.
Makoto?
Perhaps it is because I go numb so quickly. The fear only lasts an instant, but once I have my barriers up, all I feel is pride.
Really?
Yes, my barriers are protecting thousands of people, and they all thank me for it. Every time I see their smiling faces, it just makes me feel even more glad. Before I was only protecting buildings from natural disasters. Ah, fuck no! I was trying to... My fucking tablet popped up with a... We got an update for you! And I was trying to click another time, and I accidentally... I was clicking it with my toe, by the way. And I'm pretty sure I just clicked OK, but it's not doing anything, so hopefully not. Okay. But today, I've worked to actually save lives. I'm glad that I did. I see the next couple things anyway, in case it does shut down.
But, Makoto, it's all so hard on you. You really look like you were ready to pass out from exhaustion today. If that ever happens...
Do not mistake me. I never said I enjoyed being out there. I detest it, in fact. I entertained quite a few fantasies where all the weapons and politicians who encourage war and combat just disappeared in puffs of smoke. You and like everyone else. Because that will never happen, I am thankful for my powers, and they give me a way to protect innocent people from all of those things.
No matter how hard it is on you?
My barriers do not just protect people, they also protect hearts. Everyone has at least one person who is special to them, correct? Unjust death does nothing but perpetuate hatred and generate grief. As long as those emotions are in abundance, war will never truly end. And until war is no more, Sequoia will never be able to relax and enjoy a peaceful future. I do not want to see these people grieve because their loved ones were killed. Not ever.
Makoto's voice was quiet but determined. Something bad must have happened to her. It must have made her feel she had to say that. It felt like it was deeply rooted in her life. I bet it was something that she'd been dealing with for a long, long time. There's nothing I can do to stop her. Protecting people is as much a part of her as much a part of her as breathing. Changing that will be really, really hard. It might even break her if not done carefully. Mr. Sequoia might be able to do it. Maybe he could convince her to run away without fighting and without breaking her. Though, I had the feeling that even he couldn't. I don't really know anything about their past. However, I figured if he was able to do that, he would have done it a long, long time ago. Why? They both care about each other so much. To Mr. Sequoia, Makoto was more important than anyone. How come they don't see... Maybe, just maybe the reason that protecting people is so important to Makoto has something to do with Mr. Sequoia. That thought made me stop for a moment. It felt like if I followed that train of thought any further, I would be trespassing. I would be mentally going to a place they both wanted to keep hidden from the public. Besides, no one can say that Makoto was wrong for what she's doing either. Protecting people is a very admirable thing. But Makoto is really important to me. I don't like seeing her so worn out. Flames flickered around me, almost as if they were trying to spur me on. Maybe I should use my powers too. No, I mustn't. I decided that I won't ever use them again. Besides, my powers aren't like Makoto's barriers at all. Fire is only good for burning things, burning people. I have to do what I can to help people instead.
I mean, fire's really good for melting the walls of an ice prison if people are trapped in ice and keeping them warm so they don't die in a snowbound apocalyptic world. I mean, ice powers would be really great to have when the new ice age comes. Just saying. I mean, like the day after tomorrow, she could have like been up in New York like, whoo, ice powers. No one's freezing to death up in here, bitch. We need your help over here.
Okay.
And check on those wounded over there later, too. If there aren't enough bandages, take as many as you think you'll need.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Resident Woman's a woman. Okay, well.
Phew. Taking care of the injured is tiring. My legs are going numb from kneeling on them so long. Makoto has kept her barriers up all day today again. I hope she's doing okay. Makoto was allowed to return to the ship much earlier than any of the rest of us. But her daily work drained her so much that even if she went right to sleep, she'd still be dead asleep by the time morning arrived. On the other side of things, Mr. Masamune and Yuiga never came back to the ship at all. It's so weird. Until just recently, we saw each other every day. Now it's been days since we even said hi.
This is war, Spacey! You don't get to just say hi to your boyfriend.
Oh dear, it looks like we're almost out of bandages. I'm gonna have to go and get some more. And clean water, too. Gosh, we're running out of so many things.
Aren't you going to take a break, Spacey?
Oh, hi, Mr. Sequoia. I think I'm going to check a few more things before I go back. Makoto is doing so much to help out, so I'm inspired to do all that I can, too. Poor Mr. Sequoia. Makoto never took a break. She didn't listen to anyone asking her to rest. Mr. Sequoia, why don't you try to stop Makoto from wearing herself out? I know that her powers are really important to this battle, so that as many people as possible are kept safe. But if she keeps pushing herself so hard, she might really hurt herself someday. I was belaboring the obvious, and we both knew it, but I couldn't help myself. I had to say it aloud. Nobody could get Makoto to stop, but if anybody even had a chance of getting through to her, it was him.
Protecting people is very important to her. She thinks of her barriers as herself, standing in between the defenseless and danger. I think she would find having to watch innocent people die far harder than keeping her barriers up a little bit longer.
Yes, I understand that, but this really is very hard on her. I'm worried.
I know.
Mr. Sequoia was agreeing with me, but he said nothing about actually making any attempt to stop her. It felt very deliberate. It was typical behavior for Mr. Sequoia. He had been close to Makoto for ages, and she meant the world to him. He always respected her choices, even though that often meant that his feelings came second.
Leave Makoto to me. Instead, why don't you go and see Masamune? I'm sure he would enjoy it.
Really?
Go on now. I saw him in his room moaning with his head in his hands a minute ago.
He was moaning? Oh no! Don't tell me he's been hurt!
No. That particular groan is usually reserved for when he's agonizing over you.
Me?
Yes, you. Go see him. I'm sure that would be the best medicine for what ails him.
Mr. Masamune came back! Okay, I'll leave Makoto to you then.
Spacey, I would ask you to please keep one thing in mind.
Hmm?
You and I are different people. We are capable of different things. I may not be able to help Masamune as you can, but when it comes to stubborn, headstrong Makoto, I am the only one who can keep her under control. And trust me, I will. So don't worry yourself over her so much, okay?
Okay. You mansplaining to me?
He's like, I can handle her, little missy.
Don't make me nut punch you. Why would Mr. Sequoia say something like that?
Because he's like, don't try to take my woman. You're like, I'm trying to be her friend. No, she's mine. He's a little possessive. He's still a precious little angel baby, but he's a little possessive angel baby, is all I'm saying.
Makoto is my friend. I'm obviously going to be concerned about how she's doing, especially at times like these. Still, he said that he could control her. This isn't a word usually used for people. But maybe it means that he can convince her to take breaks a little more often.
Yeah, again, it's a little possessive and weird, but I like Sequoia. But again, middle of the pack, solid middle.
Mr. Masamune, young ladies shouldn't go into boys' rooms for just any reason. This was one of the things he had taught me.
And this is the point where he is like, don't fucking listen to me. Bust down the fucking door and lunge at me.
Until now, I had made sure to heed that advice. What should I do when I want to see him so much? I just want to go in anyway.
Yeah.
Mr. Masamune, it's me, Spacey.
He busts out, Spacey. He's happy.
I heard from Mr. Sequoia that you had come back.
Yeah, the discussion's wrapped up early today, so I was finally able to leave.
Oh, okay. So, what about Yuika? Was he able to come back too?
No, he stayed in town, and there are still some things he needed to see to.
Oh, wow, both of you surely have been awfully busy.
She's like, so you're like alone. You have the room to yourself is all I'm saying. Yeah. Perfect, right?
So,
You aren't going to bed yet?
not yet. I think I'm going to stay up for a little bit longer.
I mean, unless you want to go to bed together. I mean, what? Nothing? This is so fucking awkward. I love it. Yeah.
Do you mind if I come in for a minute?
Sure. He's like, oh, thank God. Awkward. I'm surprised to see you still up. You're working all day. Aren't you exhausted?
Not really. I was checking on some things, and when I finished, it was late already. Why aren't you asleep yet either?
I'm not finished with my work. I have to deliver a report to the world at midnight.
It's almost midnight now. But if he's going to be awake for at least that long, maybe it's okay if I stay here with him until he has to go.
Hear the clock ticking? How's Makoto doing?
She's really, really tired.
I thought as much. That's why I've wrangled some time off for her out of the army.
Really?
Yeah, it took a long time before Army HQ was willing to listen. Her powers have become absolutely vital to their plans, after all. Not only that, she pretends that she's okay, which made them even less inclined to listen. It's thanks to Kakeru stepping in with some scathing words for them that they caved in.
Really?
She's like, wait, really?
I thought that Yuika didn't like Makoto all that much.
No, he's just a prickly pear. And he's just prickly and pokes everybody, but, like, I think he's actually nice under that layer of prickly evilness. Sometimes it's hard to envision, but he can be nice, too. I forget all too often myself.
Wow, I'll have to thank him the next time I see him. Oh, and thank you too, Mr. Masamune. I'm very glad you did all that to help Makoto.
You're welcome. Though the biggest hurdle is still in front of us. Makoto herself. We can tell her to rest, but she might just ignore us.
Yeah, but I'm sure if we ask Mr. Sakuya to talk to her, he'll be able to convince her to listen.
Most likely, yeah. Plus, I plan on asking the world for permission to withdraw from the front lines as soon as possible.
Really? Oh, thank goodness. You need to rest too, Mr. Masamune. Mr. Sakuya said he heard you moaning and groaning all the way from outside your room. And he also said it was probably because you were thinking about me. But there are so many other bigger, more important problems that you're dealing with. I'm sure it couldn't really have been about me.
Yeah, I was. How many days do you think it's been since I last got to touch you?
Oh, Mr. Masamune, don't tell me you're drunk.
No, I'm not. But I do feel like getting good and drunk right now.
Hey, Mr. Masamune.
Oh! Oh, he's just like, fucking hold me! Oh, he just needs a hug. You're in my room now. How can you expect me to hold back? Because you're a gentleman, goddammit. Although, I mean, okay, alright. It's like, you should hold back, you were a gentleman. However, I mean, they were all just standing, she's like, hey, came running around. So Yuika he's not in your room. Yeah, so like, yeah, she wanted this. You read it, I did not read into that. She was like running over there and was like, so your roommate's not here, huh? Can I come in? I'm not saying that just because you, like, go to a guy's house and go into his room that you want him to paw you, but I'm just saying she was like, so, like, I missed you and you missed me and, like, your roommate's not here and, like, can I come in? I brought you cookies. She, like, that's the only thing she didn't do is, like, I brought you cookies. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? She just didn't bring cookies to this party. Because we didn't have the stuff to make cookies anyway. I feel so much better.
You really must be tired.
Yes, I am. I'm very tired right now.
Is there anything I can do to make him feel better?
Give him a massage. Woo, girl.
Thank you for working hard late into the night, every single night. Now it's my turn to pat you on the head and say good boy.
Yes, give him the dog treatment. Good boy. Pat, 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 pat. Because he calls us a good girl and treats us like a dog all the fucking time. Look, if that's your thing, I'm not complaining. You'd be like, good girl. And you'd be like, you're a good boy. It can be a fun, cute thing that you do together. But it's a little like, oh, look at her hand. Oh. I feel like I'm being treated like a kid. Really? Because I feel like I'm treated like a dog when you pat me on the head and call me good girl, so.
You don't like it?
Oh, he loves it, motherfucker. Oh, now it's restarting. I had this answer memorized in the next one, but, like, now it's restarting after, like, an hour. No, I don't mind. In fact, I'm rather fond of it. Well, we don't have that much longer anyway, so. No, that's not a good idea. You're much too sweet. I'd get drunk and lose control. Spacey, scold me, please. Tell me I'm not allowed. If you say no, then I'll be able to hold back.
That's not fair. Are you going to make this all my fault?
Yes, it is your fault. It's all your fault for being so irresistibly cute. No, it's not my fault. Keep it in your pants. Did your mother teach you better? I told you never to go into a man's room, especially at night, right? You're a bad girl for not listening. I mean, again, that's exactly why I mean, I don't know about her, but I was, like, coming in for this, so. Oh! She's like, whoa, wait. No, I came in for this, so I'm not gonna tell you you're a bad boy and scold you. God damn it. I didn't bring you actual I'm the cookies. I brought you cookies. Where are they? Right here. Me, I'm cookies. Jeez. Sound like such a doddering old man right now.
What? No, you don't.
And I do. Sarada even said it to me earlier. Told me I was like an old man stuck in a younger man's body. I hadn't realized it before, but...
No, you are not. Just being with you, makes my heart race.
Spacey. That is a loud-ass midnight chime.
It's midnight, Mr. Masamune. You should go and give your report to the world.
Sheesh. My superego is far too competent.
Mr. Masamune?
I better get going. You go and get some sleep now, okay?
Oh, they had a moment. It couldn't make Mr. Masamune feel better. Fact, I think he was sighing even more than he was before once I left. Oh, I know. Next time I'll make Mr. Akito's cocoa for him.
That has sugar in it!
Wait, no. It has honey in it. Mr. Masamune can't have sweet things. I wonder, if I gave him something sweet to eat, would I get to spend more time with him?
Oh my god, she's gonna drug him! She's gonna be like, I gave him alcohol to get him drunk so I could take advantage of him. Girl, you shady. You know what? You guys, this is perfect. All right. You know what? I mean, he got a little drunk and kissed you, which is, you wanted to be, how dare you? What did you do? Oh, you just kissed her. Okay, it's fine. Because she liked it. Okay, we liked it. We're okay with this. And then this, you're just cute and then you came into my room. Yeah, because I wanted to get felt up. What the fuck? And she wasn't complaining. She wasn't like, no, stop. She was like, hi, whoa, oh, okay, hey.
Oh gosh, what am I thinking? Now my face feels all hot. Maybe I should go for a walk until it cools down.
Haha, we're supposed to watch. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to watch. But anyway. Because my guide went down. Plus, these are fucking hilarious. Oh, shit. Oh, of course, now my guide comes back up. So it's a little too late to find out.
Spacey!
What is it? We're kind of busy working in the fields. Interview? Fine, just for a little bit. Why were they saying, hey, everyone, come over here. Sorry. We were supposed to not watch. Sorry. Hold on. Can I go back? Don't. Shh. Shh. Don't look at this. Don't watch. We'll watch it when we go down. I thought it said watch. Don't watch. We'll watch it when we go down the bad ending. So shh, just pretend you didn't read any of that, okay? Shh. We didn't do it. We didn't watch that at all.
Oh dear. I went to all that trouble to bring more bandages and they're all gone already. I'm gonna have to get even more ready. I'll have to let Mr. Masamune know.
You! Whoops. Sorry about that.
No, it was my fault. I'm so sorry.
Hey.
Yes? If you'll excuse me, please. Silly me, I have to pay more attention to where I'm walking when I'm in a hurry. I know it was my fault that I ran into that gentleman, but why did he have to stare at me like that? I don't think I liked it.
Hey, you. Hang on a sec.
What? Me? How can I help you?
How about you come and have a chat with me?
About what?
You know, it's kind of hard to talk with you walking so fast.
I'm sorry, but I'm in a hurry.
This won't take long. I have candy in the van. Oh!
I'm really sorry, but I'm afraid I'm so busy I don't even have a moment to spare.
Huh? You're really that busy? Man, that's gotta be rough. Want me to help you?
No thank you.
Aw, why not?
Because I couldn't possibly ask you to go out of your way like that.
It's fine, it's fine. I'm super bored with absolutely nothing else to do right now.
But he might really just be offering to help me out of the kindness of his heart. But I don't know. There's something about him. I'm really sorry, but I really have to be going. Excuse me.
Wait!
Phew! I think this should be far enough. What on earth did that gentleman want so much that he had to keep chasing me that far? It might honestly have been something really important, But for some reason, whenever I had to talk to him, it gave me these really eerie shivers down my spine. Something about him is so gross.
Huh? Gross? What's gross? Are you calling me gross? You were totally calling me gross just now, weren't you? I knew you were. Admit it. I know you were. Lie to the gross guy.
Well, you've been chasing me around all this way.
Yeah? And?
And it's disturbing. Please go away and leave me alone.
Oh, come on. I just want to ask you a few questions. Answer them and I'll go away. Okay. He is like the epitome of all the quote-unquote nice guys. What? She should be happy that I was chasing her around. This is not Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion. You do not chase a girl around the reunion and think it's okay, okay? You're not Romeo or Michelle. It's not how it works. I feel like I've been chasing you all over this reunion. Oh, God. Yeah?
You're so gross.
I feel bad for this poor dude. I mean, he's a shady motherfucker, but gross is like... So I don't know who's talking to him, but Setsu, stop looking so pleased with yourself. Ron? Oh! No, I shouldn't have anticipated. Hi! Oh, we're okay with you chasing us.
Another gentleman I don't know.
Hey, Natsuhiko. I found that one girl in the uniform.
I wonder who he is. He doesn't seem like he's a normal resident.
That's not her, Setsu. You got the wrong one. Huh. I don't have any data on this one either. So I got the wrong girl? Well, the wrong Esper anyway. But she's so cute!
He knows I'm an Esper? Let me go!
Yeah, like I'm gonna let you go just because you asked nicely. Oh, but if you tell me to get my slimy, creepy stalker mitts off you, then I'd listen.
Huh? What is with this person?
Ugh! I can't take it anymore! So gross! You know, it does feel good to have the haughty, strong-willed type ladies hurl insults at me. He's the one who needs a dumb... Okay. He's the one who needs someone like Makoto to step on him. He'd be like, crush me with your boots, Makoto. Jesus. But having this cute, quiet, good girl talk down to me is pure disdain is actually pretty pleasant too, don't you think? Are you honestly expecting me to express some kind of agreement with you, you creep? Ugh, so nice. Hey, you. So you hate me now, right? It's me you're looking at with that abject disgust in your eyes, right? Even though we've only just met, too. Oh my god. His kink is so fucking hilarious. And don't get too close to her. That one hasn't revealed her powers yet. It's possible that she's the pyrokinetic.
Pyrokinetic? A fire user? He knows about me?
She's like, how do you know? No problem. I'm just as A-okay with physical pain and humiliation as I am with the verbal stuff. I love him. Because he's a character. Holy shit. The fuck is wrong with him? It's great. It's fucking great. Wow. I love that they were just like, we need to make him have a really, like, let's just throw his kink in there and it's gonna be fucking weird. It's gonna be wild. It's like, just, wow. Well, I haven't the least shred of interest in your disgusting sexual kinks, and wouldn't mind in the least if you got immolated. I unfortunately have need of your skills until this particular mission is complete. Oh, come on, man. Are you saying that as soon as the mission is over, you don't care if I live or die? Not quite. The thought of you being alive is revolting. I can't stand lowlifes like you. Man! That would be such a perfect tirade if only you were a woman. Why can't you be a woman, Natsuhiko? Just imagine Daisuke Ono's voice coming out of a sexy woman. That might just seriously fuck me up. I don't even know. Drop this revolting topic and get to work right now, or I'll have your tongue yanked out. Okay. Sorry. Hey, you. Do you know the girl named Makoto Kuga?
Huh? Makoto? How does he know about Makoto?
Duh! Of course you know her. You've been traveling together for how long now?
They don't look like they're with the army. Who are these people? What do they want?
And so is Makoto the prissy sort? Prickly and strict, maybe? Do you think she'd ruthlessly abuse and insult anyone she detested?
No, of course not. Makoto is a very nice and kind person.
No, she would. She absolutely would. She would own this motherfucker. And I really hope in Natsuhiko's route that he's around a lot and she verbally assaults him and he's getting his rocks off over there because this is going to be fun. Because he's fun. I like him. Oh, really? Drat. When I saw a picture of her, she totally looked like the strong-willed and fiery sort. Again, yes, she is going to literally crush your nuts under her boot heel. And he's going to enjoy it. Do you have a death wish, Setsu? Oh, right. Anyway, so where's Makoto now?
I'm not telling you.
Why not?
Why would I tell you? I can never let Makoto meet someone like you. 'Cause you're gross.
Hey, Natsuhiko. This girl's obviously not going to cooperate. So let's say we just give up on finding that Makoto chick. Instead, let's say we just take her back home with us instead. It'll even out, I'm sure. I have no time or patience for games. Talk. Where's Makoto Kuga?
Is that thing he's holding one of those guns I've been hearing about? No! Should I use my fire? No, if I use it here in the middle of town, I'll burn down all these buildings. Plus, Mr. Masamune and the others will find out about my powers.
It's a monster! Everybody run! Huh. And the fact that you haven't used your powers even when you're threatened by a gun, that means that you must not have any offensive power. I'll ask again. Where is Makoto Kuga?
I won't tell you!
I see. Look, Masamune, you can try with that pretty face right now. Look in the sexy eyes, but you're in a CG with Natsuhiko, and I'm sorry, he's gonna win. I mean, I want you to win because I don't want to die, but like, don't hurt him, okay? He's precious. Perfect timing, Masamune. I'll not let you harm her. If you have to kill someone, kill me. If killing you would solve anything, I'd have done it years ago. Still up to the same old tricks, I see. Why won't you just come around, Natsuhiko? I could say the same to you. Do you still truly believe that the reset is the correct answer to any of this?
Reset?
You brought them to this skirmish deliberately just to convince them to go through with the reset, didn't you? Do you enjoy manipulating them? Are we gonna, like, we think, like, because we've been on this ship the whole fucking time with our friends, and we're like, Natsuhiko was, like, the bad guy. And then we're gonna be on his route and be like, he was the one who was right all along, and I feel tricked and bamboozled! He could totally be absolutely 100% wrong, but, I'm still gonna agree with him, and he's the last route, so... We've been bamboozled! We're being bamboozled right now. Natsuhiko, enough! We're not talking about this in front of her. Who decided you were coming here anyway? Was it you? Ion? Natsuhiko? Answer me, Masamune! It was the Islanders. Thought so. Let's go, Setsu. Really? You sure? Yeah. Just narrowing down our list of targets was enough to make this trip worthwhile.
Who were those people? They know Mr. Masamune, too.
Are you okay? They didn't do anything to you, did they?
No, they didn't. I'm fine. Never mind me. Are you okay?
Huh? Why wouldn't I be?
You look like you were really hurt by all of that. That man, Mr. Masamune called Natsuhiko. The reset, Ion, the Islanders, they had talked about so many different things that he didn't have any clue about. What was it that hurt him so much? I don't understand what happened. Why don't we take a break and rest here for a few minutes? Not many people come by here. We should be able to relax for at least a little bit. Oh, it just a little won't be enough, will it? I'll go ask the army people if you can have a proper break.
No, it's okay. I'm fine. I'm perfectly happy just having you here with me.
Mr. Masamune,
You're such a kind girl. Your kindness is a lifesaver for me, and the cause of so much agony.
What?
I'm gonna have to cliffhanger. We're like over time, and I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna cliffhanger you bitches. I'm gonna cliffhanger me too, because I'm not gonna be able to play this. It'll probably be several days for me. So, but we get to just end on this nice CG, and I'm just like, I'm so curious, like, what's gonna happen? And it literally could be a line. It could be like 10. I don't know, but we're kind of already over time, and I'm a cliffhanger it just because I know somebody. Like, I try to give it in a nice spot, but every once in a while we got a cliffhanger where it's like, no, why? I gotta keep you on your toes. But don't worry. When I used to cliffhanger you, I'd be like, ha 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 ha, and I would record the next part right away, so it wouldn't be a cliffhanger for me. But I don't get that option anymore because I have other stuff I gotta do, so I can only get like one part done a day. So unless I record this tomorrow, who knows? It's gonna be several days for me. We know this every time I poke about it. It's been like a week. This is why we only get every other day, because I'm just not enough on the ball to get enough backlog to where I can put it up, you know, every day and not worry if for some reason I can't record. But anyway, so I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.